My name is Chad Pacanowski. I am a physician assistant here in Granbury. I work at a clinic in town, and I've been doing that for close to 12 years now. My wife brought me to CrossFit. She had been going for close to a year and kept trying to convince me to come to the gym. It took about a year for her to convince me to go, and I eventually caved. I came to a workout. It was in the middle of the summer. I still remember it vividly. I pulled my back getting a weight to put on a bar and continued with the workout. I could feel it the whole time and eventually had to stop and then puked all over the bathroom floor. For some reason, I was hooked from that point on. I came back like the next day. And yeah, I haven't stopped since. That was probably about 5 years ago at this point. So why I like CrossFit, I think there's the kind of superficial surface answer of it's good for me, right? It's a healthy thing to do. It does build confidence. It's a good stress relief. But I think the real reason why I love CrossFit is the people. You know, CrossFit is why I come to the gym, but community is why I stay. So I think CrossFit creates a construct for us to consistently come together and do hard things. There is the whole bonding through shared suffering element to it. And it's a place that you can come and connect and be seen and be heard. And you can see other people. You can hear other people. If you're consistent enough with it, you eventually become a part of their life. They become a part of yours. And really, that's the really hard thing to do, right? Like the workouts, we sweat, we struggle, sometimes we vomit. But the real hard stuff is the stuff that happens outside of the gym. It's gotten me through a lot of things. It's gotten me through the loss of both my parents, being diagnosed with and going through cancer treatment of my own. I had stage 3 melanoma, and chemotherapy doesn't work for melanoma. You do immunotherapy. So that part of it wasn't difficult necessarily, you know, the treatments. I think I was a little bit more tired maybe for the year that I was on immunotherapy, but it was more of just kind of the emotional toll of going to the cancer center every 3 weeks. And it had happened so close to losing my mom that it just was a really big reminder. I mean, I was diagnosed 6 months after she passed. So it was more, I think I was still dealing with that loss and that grief. And it was just a difficult thing to really go and sit with other people going through a similar journey and know kind of what that road looks like for them. My good friend Josh Becker, he, you know, is the first person that reached out whenever he found out that I had been diagnosed with melanoma, just to kind of let me know that he was there for me. It was a really heartfelt text. Like I had said before, you know, it's a place where if done correctly, you can be seen and you can be heard. And it was something that was really meaningful to me, and my treatments and everything, our friendship was something that helped me through, and yeah, really appreciative of him. Of course, I think I would have gotten through it without this community, but it certainly played a pivotal role in carrying me through it and making it a little bit more bearable. I lost my mom in 2022. She was diagnosed with colon cancer, and it metastasized to her lungs. And then I lost my dad in December of 2024. developed Huntington's disease. He had been sick for a long time. Essentially, in the 5 years since I've joined, there's been a lot of loss. I lost my father-in-law a month before my father died. He passed in November of last year, and he was really more of a father figure to me in a lot of ways than my own dad, because my father had been sick for so long. He really started to decline when I left for college. Your parents are kind of touchstones in your life and keep you kind of attached in the world and give you a sense of where you came from, and that you're loved, and they've known you your entire life. Nothing can ever replace that loss, but it can at least bring you back somewhat and help you feel loved and connected and seen and all those things. My dad, I think, raised me well as best as he could. I am the person I am today because of him, and I think that he was a very good man and a good father. I was a lot closer with my mom just because of that situation, and she was an incredible woman. Similar, she made me who I am today. She's a person that, without question, I always knew. I never had to question how much she loved me. She was a wonderful mother, and really miss her. CrossFit is a really good way to stay healthy. It's so varied as far as, like, there's the strength aspect to it, there's a cardiovascular aspect to it, so I think it's a well-rounded way to stay healthy. Yeah, that's a big part of it as well, yeah. I don't think that every person would get the same benefit from it, but I mean, for me, I do have difficulty maybe with like processing emotions, realizing emotions, giving words to my emotions, but coming here, there is something about just getting those things out, doing body work, exerting yourself, where it is kind of a release, I think. There are a lot of times where I have been here where I didn't necessarily want to be here, but at the end, after everything is said and done, I felt a lot better leaving than when I came in. I think what I would say to somebody who's hesitant is it can be daunting, and there are a lot of scary looking things, but we'll meet you where you're at, right? So there's a lot of things that I still can't do to this day that I don't know that I will ever be able to do in CrossFit, and that's okay. I still show up and I do my best, and everybody here is super supportive, and it's a great place to grow, and it doesn't really matter where you're at. Yeah, just take it from there. It's a beautiful place. Sometimes after a workout, I don't leave, I stay just for the fact that I can kind of walk around the property. I've been to a few other CrossFit gyms when I've been out of town, and they all pale in comparison to this place. My goal basically in CrossFit is just to stay consistent, to stay committed, to stay connected, and to continue to be a part of the community that has been built here. And of course, I mean, it would be good if I get stronger and if I increase, some of my weights, or if I hit a new PR. But at this point, I wouldn't call that a goal. I think that my goal would be just to continue to be a part of this community. CrossFit, come for the workout, stay for the people.